everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Steph, and today I am going to be talking about what I got for Christmas and what I bought in Singapore, because it just deserved its own video. Anyways, I'm gonna try as much as possible go from like oldest chronological order, okay? So the first thing that I picked up was this Longchamp extra small in the Vancouver airport. I honestly wish I had bought another color of this in the airport and the little coin purses, or even like a bigger Longchamp, because these are $140 at Holt Renfrew, but I got this for about $100 tax free. So like a $40 discount, and then every single time I would buy something, so I would buy it, I would get a discount with like the membership app, and then I would buy it, and then I would get a discount code for the next purchase. So my mom would buy something, then I would buy something, etc, etc, etc. So you get these like discounts. So we got a bunch of stuff for like very, very reasonable pricing. And I love this bag so much. I really could have used a darker color one, like a black or a navy, but this bag, honestly, such a win. And yes, love her, so cute. My very first purchase of the trip, I was literally sitting on the airplane, because with this, I put my passport, my AirPod case, my phone, all like kind of the important stuff. I had this, and I had this next to me on my seat, and then I had my bags like underneath and above. But anything I kind of didn't want to have floating around or potentially drop out of a bag or anything, in here, so good. Cannot recommend these enough. And they're so popular in Asia right now. Everybody was literally wearing them. And you can buy these like straps off of Amazon and stuff, or get a tailor to make one where you just like add them on. And then it goes from a little hand thing to a whole shoulder bag. So cute. Then I got my Speedy 20 Bandolier Speedy 20. Okay. I legitimately, I think, got this the second day that I was in Singapore. Day one was for recuperating, day two was for purchasing the goods. There's a whole story behind this in terms of like the process of getting it and all that sort of stuff, which I will talk about in a different video that's like dedicated to this. But so happy with her, fits so much, so cute, just like a classic bag, to be honest with you. And I know that especially with the Murakami collection relaunching, the Speedies like are so popular, and I'm glad that I got this. To be fair, I got it before I really realized how popular they were. I got it on the basis as I was looking at like this bag in an Alma, and I just so happened, like I ended up going with this bag because it was the like more like practical option of the two. It had a little bit more volume inside and stuff like that, but they ended up being like everywhere in Singapore, and afterwards I was like everybody's got it. But to be fair, in Singapore everybody's got everything, so it's kind of a different world there. And I haven't seen that many people have them here, so I'm really happy with this. And I also know that ultimately with a bag like this, it's just such a classic that I will use it, I will not use it, I'll pull it out again, I can give it to like my kids, that sort of stuff, and it's such a good investment, and it was such a good price too, to be honest with you. All right, then I got a pair of Chanel Ballet flats. Now these are a pair of classic quilted flats, like so. And I elected to get these in Singapore because one, they're out of season here, so they're really hard to find, but Singapore has always been, and I think anybody who like like who is from Toronto and like Canada in general will know that like we do not have the best selection of luxury goods here. So going places, especially places where it's warm all the time, they usually have really good stock for like sandals, flats, that sort of thing. That's like the opportunity to buy it. Like if you want a pair of espadrilles and that sort of things, go somewhere warm all year round. So that's what I did with this, and that's why I did it. These are my pride and joy. I am obsessed with these. I'm a bit gutted that it is snowy here, so I can't wear them to some of the upcoming like parties and stuff that I've got going, but that's okay. They're just like my babies. I love them. Then I chilled on the shopping because that was a lot, and I did not purchase anything else, okay, until Christmas came. So I'll show you guys what I got for Christmas, because I think that's like the next thing. I don't have one thing, which is the Prada lip balm that was super viral, but I also got that. I have a two-part Christmas gift from my boyfriend. One, he gave me his old G7X. Now, if you're like, it's really shitty, whatever, what? These on resale right now are worth like close to double in some places what they actually retail for. And he could have easily sold this and made money on it, but instead he gave it to me, even though, because he doesn't use it anymore. So he was like, do I sell it? Do I not? And I said, can I please have it? I was like, I will buy it from you. And he said, no, you can have it as part of your Christmas present. All right, babe. So because I'm spoiled, before I even asked for the G7X, this is when I'm spoiled, because I was already getting something and I got this as well. I asked for the DJI Pocket Osmo Pocket 3. Now, this camera is freaking cool, but I got the creator combo because I wanted the handle, the tripod, and the mic. And it comes with a couple other things, but the creator combo had the most in it and has been so helpful and useful, especially this extra battery and little tripod mount. So cute. This is an action camera, effectively. It's not waterproof, but it has a built-in gimbal in it. And it's so cute and compact, especially for, turn you all around. Like, it's so freaking cool. So I use this for a lot of B-roll and for when I'm walking around, especially showing you guys like in the city and stuff. Halfway through my Singapore vlog, I switched to this for my B-roll, and I bet if you guys watch that, you can see a crazy difference. You can film in landscape like this, and you can very quickly flip it to portrait, which makes filming high quality reels and TikToks and shorts and that sort of stuff such a breeze. It's so freaking cool. I'm so spoiled that I got this. I am obsessed with this camera. I use it for pretty much all of my B-roll, and I use it as well sometimes for filming videos, especially if I'm going to be walking around in my video, because it comes with a mic. So I will put my mic on and then walk around, like, and you guys can still hear me no matter where I am. Love that. From my in-laws, like I said, I got the Prada chapstick. I got a very generous red packet from my boyfriend's Gong Gong, which is his grandfather on his maternal side, his mom. Then I got this very cute monogram pouch, which I love. I love all like little pouches and stuff like that, because I have so much stuff and I need to be organized. And I got this aloe Sherpa hat from them. So cute. I love it. I'm obsessed. I realized I forgot one thing. Then at Christmas, his cousins got these Singapore sweaters from Brandy Melville. And let me tell you, I have not been inside a Brandy Melville in years. And anyways, I just went in. But I was walking around and really impressed with the selection and the range. It's definitely giving fast fashion in terms of how much stuff was on the floor, which is fine. But there were pieces that were like 100% cotton, and like they had really good basics, and the pricing was quite good considering we were in Singapore. And I had kind of written it off. It's probably not going to be my go-to spot, but I was like, this actually is way better than I remember it even being. So I understand the hype. I get it. So I got this Singapore off-the-shoulder sweater. Not my vibe in terms of like day-to-day, but for casual lounge, like Singapore, so cute. Again, this matches his cousins, and then his sisters got them as well. So like all of us girls have this Singapore sweater. And at checkout, I saw they had a bunch of these little pouches. I should have gotten more. Only because the Brandy Melville here is always busy, one, and it's kind of far from me, two. So I have to go to New York now, which is fine. But it's just like, it was just down like Orchard Road from where I was staying at. It was at Emerald Hill. I was staying at, oh my gosh, at Tang's. So it was like a 15-minute walk in Singapore in the summer versus like a 30-minute walk in Toronto. I can take streetcar, but I'm using the walk as the like parallels. But I got this little bag. Look at him, teddy bear. I believe this is supposed to be a little pencil case. I don't use this as a pencil case. I use this to hold, like I'll put my Pocket 3 in here sometimes, or like lip products in here. It's kind of a random little bag, but I use it to hold bits and bobs, and because it's thin and long, it slots nicely into a lot of my bags. Like even my Speedy, it'll fit inside. So I like that. I just like to keep things segmented and organized. These were great. I regret not buying more of these because they're so cute. And like I said, the quality is actually surprisingly good. Like surprisingly good. And the pricing for Singapore was, again, surprisingly good. So, all right. Then I got another pair of shoes. These are still in their little travel thing. I picked up a pair of Can Birkenstocks. These are pricey. They were 440 Singapore dollars. They're 350 Canadian dollars. I mean, without tax. 440 with tax. So they're a bit more expensive in Singapore. But I very specifically wanted to get them and wear them in Singapore. So it is what it is. And then I got VAT back on them, so it's not that big of a deal. These are great. I really like them. And one thing I feel about these, because of the ankle strap, your feet don't move around in them as much as like the Arizonas and all the other like classic 2-strap versions. So these destroyed my feet way less. And anybody who has a pair of Birkenstocks will attest. Birkenstocks are like an investment, pretty much. Like you buy a pair and your pair will last you for decades. Like I have Birkenstocks that are legitimately like 15 years old, even with the cork beds, and they're still kicking. So those will serve me for a very long time. Next, from Levi's, I just got a pair of shorts. Okay, the story behind these shorts, which is more important than the shorts themselves, is we had a family photo shoot in Singapore, and everybody was wearing white shirts and denim bottom of some kind, either jeans, denim, whatever. So my mom, knowing this, but not acknowledging, because we were really busy, like, you know when you know something but you don't, like, it doesn't clue in 100%, like, you know it, but then it's not registering. So she gets to Singapore, it's the family photo shoot, and she's like, oh God, I have nothing to wear. So she goes to Levi's and tries to find something. And to be honest, the Levi's store in Singapore that we went to, which is in Ion, was so disappointing, the selection. Again, I'll talk about this more in depth in another video, but one thing about shopping in Asia, especially if you're like me and tall, in Southeast Asia, in Singapore, is they don't often have full-length pants. And so my mom got a lot of things, tried on a bunch of things, all that sort of stuff. One, the return policy was horrific. So she really should have just bought from any other store. Two, then when we were like trying to find things to switch out, I was just gonna get another pair of Levi's 501s. I know them, I like them, good. The problem is they don't have any full length Levi's 501s. They have ankle, cropped, like 28 inseam, 26 inseam, 24 inseam. Nothing, no 30, no 32. And I'm like, I would rather get a 32 because I want to tailor it to like a 31 than have a 30, because I have a 30 and it's a little short looking, I feel like. But not a single one. So I had to do something. So I got a pair of 501 shorts. I got a size 26 actually, because I put the 26 on and they were already kind of tight, which is the other thing I don't like about Levi's shorts. I feel like they fit so weird. Even though they look really good, they fit a bit weird. And then I wanted a darker wash. They didn't have a darker wash. So I had to go with this one because the other wash that was dark was a finished edge, and I don't like how a finished edge looks on me with a very short short. So anyways, I ended up with a pair of Levi's shorts because my mom couldn't return things for a full credit and couldn't find anything else to buy. So then I had to come in and get something. And it was also weird because, so Levi's are not that expensive in Canada. I think my pair of jeans is like $150, if that. These shorts, tell me why these shorts were $115 Canadian. Like, fuck my life. Anyways, I did my mom a solid, but I have a pair of shorts that are a bit too short for my personal preferences. So they're more like casual shorts and they're a bit too light, but I do like them and they're very comfy, but I just won't be wearing them all the time. Final purchase, Polo Ralph Lauren. Now I did mention, so Polo Ralph Lauren in Singapore is double on average what it costs in Canada. And that's taking into consideration that the Canadian dollar is shitty against the American dollar, all right? So you know when I'm saying it's double, it's not good. But they did have really good stock in Singapore, which is something I'll talk about again. So I was like, okay. I saw this sweater and it is this French terry snap closure cardigan with the little polo bear on it. I saw it. It's been sold out in North America for months. Okay? And tell me again why A, my dumbass didn't buy it when it went on sale in North America the first time, because I would have gotten it for like $150 Canadian. One. Two, then I went to Singapore, I see it and I'm like, okay, I have to have it. But then the other thing, my mom was like, oh, I don't really like it. It's not really like your style, like blah blah, like all this. And I'm like, but it's like so cute, like a pair. Anyways, blah blah, jeans, blah blah. Tell me why when we were in Langkawi, okay, so like on the plane to Langkawi in Changi, which is the airport, she borrows it. On the plane to Langkawi, she borrows it. At dinner every single night in Langkawi, she borrows it. So she said, don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. But if I hadn't gotten it, she would have been cold in Langkawi. Okay, I'm just saying. The girl math, girl maths. Then finally, I picked up another casual sweater. This is from the men's section. This is the Lunar New Year edition. I didn't really care if it was Lunar New Year or not, to be honest. I just wanted this particular sweater in this particular color. What makes it the Lunar New Year edition is it has the gold polo logo on it. I don't really give a shit. I just wanted a red jumper like this, and they are so sold out. They're sold out on Aritzia all the time. They're sold out on Ralph Lauren. They're sold out, and I don't want to get some like random brand, to be honest with you, okay? I'm very particular with what I like. I'm very particular with my brands, and I know that I could have found this other places, but knowing how infrequently I would wear this, I wanted to make sure that even though I was going to wear it infrequently, it was going to be a piece that I absolutely loved and adored. So I was like, I have to get the same sweater that I love and adore in red. That's the only logical thing for me, because I was like, otherwise I'm not really going to reach for it. Okay, so anyways, I was saying I want to get something that I know and love, and just get it in the red color to bring that pop of color into my wardrobe. And I thought, what better way than one of my most worn sweaters, which is the men's casual knit sweater from Ralph Lauren in white. I was like, I'll just get it in the same color or in a different color. So that is everything that I bought in Asia. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.